showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
WOCA.
A lake wind advisory will be in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 6 p.m. this evening. Sunny to partly cloudy and hot today. High 94, breaking the record of 91 set in 1993. Partly cloudy for tonight, low 72. Mostly cloudy and warm again tomorrow. The temperature breaking the record of 92 set in 2018 with a high 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
The Paycheck Protection Program under the CARES Act provides 100% federally guaranteed loans to small businesses. Available to businesses with fewer than 500 employees. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Small businesses are encouraged to get, gather, and go. Get informed by visiting getgathergo.com. There you can gather the needed information and go apply as soon as the SBA program opens with local lenders. For info, visit getgathergo.com to get your business ready to apply.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We're streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio, as we are now 20 minutes before the top of the 10 o'clock hour, in the midst of the 9 o'clock hour here this Monday, April 13th. I remember a month ago when it was 13th. It was Friday the 13th of March, and that was the same week with the idea of everything with coronavirus and full moon. And we moved the daylight savings time, so we moved the hours ahead. And I remember seeing a meme that said full moon, daylight savings time, coronavirus, and Friday the 13th. Who the hell is playing Jumanji? And when is it going to end? I thought that was a good one.
They know what they were predicting, huh?
That's right. In the studio, I've got Lena Williams, hires Baxley, as we usually have her in here for community events, as that was the idea to get started. Now, with everything that we've had her on here before, is just to kind of reiterate some of the stuff within the community that we can do within COVID-19 to still help out and just mention some things like that. That's why we have her in here. But I'm glad to have you in here, so I've got somebody to bounce some things off of, where I can tell people about memes and have somebody instantaneously give me credit of saying, like, okay, that was kind of funny, even though I'm looking at a red light, going, I don't know if I'm just a dork or what, but nonetheless. So good morning. Glad to have you with us.
Good morning. Good to have you too.
All right. So, like we said, not much has really changed from last week having it, but nonetheless, it's still worth kind of reiterating what folks can do within the community to help out, because there's still some effort needed in definitely some areas where people could use the help.
Well, I know there's a lot of things on people's minds, but last week we talked about going down to the Community Foundation's website, ocalafoundation.org/COVID-19, and checking out just what our local nonprofits need. They have an immediate needs list of local nonprofits listed there, along with phone numbers and the nonprofit's website that you can visit. So if you're looking for a way to give back right now, I know we've been doing this a while. In the first couple of weeks, everybody's kind of trying to get themselves figured out. And now, people are kind of settling into this new routine, and they're looking for ways that they can capture those things they did in their old routines that were really meaningful for them, but in a new way that fits into this. And I know giving back to the community is one of those ways. And there's a lot of immediate needs listed. And I just love scrolling through it, because it's incredible to see all of the amazing resources we have available to us here in our local community. We have incredible organizations. We are so blessed in that way.
Yep. Like I said, I think it was last week, as we mentioned that, and going through and seeing the opportunities to help and all of these things within the community that do help. It's kind of enlightening, because I think sometimes people don't understand just how many good things there are to help, organizations to help within the community. And that's one of the things that I've learned by being here, the host, and getting to do this, as much as we do with the community in itself, to keep people informed and entertained, just how much I didn't really know that there was that many organizations within here trying to help the community like they do. And with them trying to help, they need our help as well.
Well, I am really lucky in my job. My favorite thing about my job is that I get to be really hands-on with a lot of organizations that are doing important work in the community, and I get to be, keep my finger on the pulse of what they're doing. And I am just constantly amazed. And this list has some places that we have excellent partnerships with, and that we're proud to partner with, starting with Ark of Marion County. The ARC is an organization that assists those with disabilities. They specialize in giving them some hands-on work opportunities, but they also provide assisted living facilities for those disabled citizens who are just in need of a place that don't have family that can provide them with home care, or there's some other reason that they need to be housed. And the Ark of Marion County really needs hygiene items.
Yes.
And I'm sure you can imagine that with their work program and their daycare program shut down, they provide transportation. There's all of these services that they provide, but they also have, live-in facilities, and they need some payroll assistance for essential employees, and they're always looking for hygiene item donations. And they are doing just incredible work. And they offer tours, so if you're ever interested in finding out what they're doing when all of this settles back down, I just couldn't recommend it more. There's no more inspiring day than to go by and see all of the things that they're doing. It's amazing. It's a beautiful facility right there on Mary Camp Road.
Awesome. Excellent.
Arnett House has a similar list of needs, but the Arnett House, assists women who are in need and people who are fleeing bad situations, domestic violence situations. So it's a really valuable, powerful resource as well. Right. And again, one of these things that their service doesn't end just because of all of these social distancing rules, and it's an essential organization, and it's really, I know it's a challenge for them to just maintain the services they're providing. These are vital, essential services. Yeah.
Something like that too, with how many people are stuck at home and not at work. That makes things very stressful. On top of the anxiety of what to do, when's the assistance going to come in for the paycheck, and what that does is that maybe puts more stress on maybe a situation or relationship that wasn't good to begin with. Yeah. So it's good to know that something like that isn't stopping in lieu of a pandemic. Absolutely.
Well, and people are looking for resources too, because you mentioned that the self-quarantining really is the kind of thing that puts people who are in already sort of touch-and-go situations at much higher risk. And, these are important members of our community. It's important that they know that they have a place to turn to, that they have resources to reach out to, and the Arnett House really provides that infrastructure of support, and so we need to, in turn, provide that support to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things, too, where, like you said, just knowing that they have somewhere to go, or that there's an avenue that they can take without feeling like they're burdening anybody. Because, when it comes to something heavy like that in those type of situations, it's usually prolonged because they just feel like they're one of few things, that they're not worth it, that they're burdening somebody by bringing on problems, or that there is nowhere to go, or they just don't know where. So it's good to mention that.
And that's
overall.
Such a shame that anyone would ever have to feel lost like that. And so that's why publicizing and using, your platform as a way of sharing these opportunities, and me in my job being able to give back to these communities and just advocate, it's an honor really to have that power.
Nice.
Speaking of places that provide vital services, obviously I know I mentioned this before on this program, but Interfaith Emergency Services is such a multi-pronged, multifaceted organization who touch so many lives. They care for the homeless and distressed populations. They also provide the Food for Kids program, which feeds children on the weekend. We have our Marion County Public Schools doing a fantastic job providing food services for students during this time, during the week. But, those weekend gaps, those can be long, hard days for our youth who are, living in food unstable housing, unstable situations. And as much as we would like to think that's an uncommon experience, it actually, you would be surprised as a former teacher. I was amazed constantly at what our children are able to just overcome, and we owe it to them, to make sure that we're there. So if you're looking for a place to donate food items, definitely think of Interfaith.
Absolutely, and they have a way too of, in lieu of this pandemic, in lieu of COVID-19, having a way to be able to donate still, but keep the proper social distancing and the expectations of. What am I trying to say? All the stuff to still remain
social distancing,
persistent and not the spread, but still being able to do what you need to donate.
Well, and you can do your drive-by drop-offs. You can do things like that. All you have to do is reach out to these organizations. They're looking to get creative. Yeah. If you have something you can offer them, they will figure out a way to take you up on that offer. And that is, another cool thing about these organizations is just how innovative they are with the limited resources they have, how far they make it stretch, and how much good they do. Yeah. It's just incredible bang for your buck. Good. So another place that I know the distance learning is heavy on everybody's mind. I keep seeing things on social media, people talking about the difficulties they're having with that, but also some of the triumphs, Okay. And if you're looking for a great local resource, the Early Learning Coalition is fantastic. So if you aren't familiar with the Early Learning Coalition, you are definitely going to want to check out their website, because they have a lot that they can offer, from educational services to connecting families in need with any kind of service that they could use. They are a great catalyst, connecting organization as well, referring to other great community organizations if they have a way that they can meet one of your needs. But the Early Learning Coalition does a lot with childcare, does a lot with early childhood education, and those are, the building blocks. And so if you're looking for somebody to reach out to there, they're looking for payroll assistance for essential employees. They're also looking for gloves, hand sanitizers, and milk for their child care centers, those kinds of resources. And in that same vein, if you're looking to service an older population, the Literacy Council of Marion County does a really great job serving those who are 16 and up, who are trying to learn English for the first time, or who are looking to get their GED in town.
Yeah.
And so, that's also really a vital essential service, helping to improve the lives of the citizens of our community and helping to provide our wonderful businesses with the kind of employees that you want to hire.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And with that being said, too, I actually want to shout out, it's probably a good segue considering you just threw it out there. But, when you mentioned the platform here at The Source, WOCA, it's a great resource right now to market your business, who still have the business that may be open that a lot of people don't know, and to tell everybody that, hey, we are open, or that we are hiring, or that there is information that you'd like to get out to the community that's maybe a little bit more difficult to do now, or convoluted nonetheless, in lieu of everything with social media and stuff like that, as that's sometimes hard to do, and sometimes it's a little bit easier. So I just want to say here at The Source is that if you're a small business, if you're a bigger business, and you want to let people know that you are open, and that you do have opportunities for people within the community to do something like work, which I know a lot of people need right now, give us a call.
Yeah, we want to be supporting those businesses as well. We're an ecosystem, our community, and every member of that population is vital. And so we need to just be making sure that we're reaching out to them. Another area of need is elder care. So if you are looking for somewhere to invest some of your resources, I've talked a lot about things for some other groups, but Hospice of Marion County and Marion Senior Services do very difficult,
yes, they do,
very challenging, just gut-wrenching work, but it is beautiful and rewarding and just such an essential service for families. And so, if you're thinking of them, Hospice of Marion County specifically is looking for pet food and supplies, which is something that I hadn't thought about. But it's something that people often have stocked up around the house, and they say that their clients often can't care for their pets. And so in times of need, and they often have clients who aren't able to get out and about all that easily anyway, and now with these added restrictions or with addition of health issues, they're not able to be making runs for those kinds of things. And so if you have that, Hospice in Marion County is a place you could donate some pet supplies, along with any of the animal shelters who are, of course, also struggling right now with the social distancing, but still have, all of these babies depending on them. So, and
that's a little shout out to our caller every day, Hugh, and his wife, that do mention the Humane Society a lot, and have been bringing it up with a few weeks of letting people know that they're still doing, of course, just like you mentioned, good work out there, and that they do have pets that could still use a home in some of these trying times that could help people get through some stress and anxiety nonetheless.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good. Absolutely.
Well, it's hard to know what to do with yourself, and it's hard. A lot of people I see are turning to their pets for that kind of love and support, and so
or the excuse just to go outside. I'm gonna walk the dog.
Yeah.
You just walked him like 3 times this hour. Oh, he's got to go again.
But you realize what a positive, healthy part of your life they are. If you're on social media right now, you're seeing all these kind of heartwarming videos and pictures of the way these animals are kind of joining their owners on their working from home video chats and stuff. stuff. And it's very sweet because it's kind of one of those things that bonds us all together, It's like, oh my gosh, your dog is so cute.
Yep.
Who hasn't had that experience?
You have pets?
I do. I have 2 horses and a cat.
That's different than a dog, but yeah.
It is different than a dog. It's been nice, though, to have them because they're my reason to get outside every day.
Sure, sure, yeah.
And it's still social distancing because, it's like they live on my uncle's land, but he doesn't live on the land. It's just a big empty piece of land.
Yeah.
So I get to go over there and just kind of be at one with nature. It's what I've always loved about it. I've been riding, I'm an Ocala girl.
Yeah.
It's horse country. So
what's the names of the horses?
Pico and Bay.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
2 old Arabian mares now. I've owned lots of different horses in my life, but I've kind of settled on my old ladies for the time being,
Awesome. And you mentioned you have a cat too. So
I do
that's
have a
a
cat.
little bit
Her
more.
name's Portia.
Portia.
Not named after the vehicle, though. Named after the lead in Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice,
There you go. Awesome. And I'm sure everybody goes immediately to the car, but that's
Of course
pretty
they
good.
do, yeah,
Okay.
but it's not spelled
That's
that
right.
way, so...
No, that's pretty good. And then, like you said, taking care of the pets in itself, and with a humane society there, they've got the opportunity to say, hey, we could still use the help. And like you said, even the donation of the pet food and all that stuff, it helps. It all helps.
Another one who's still seeking that same kind of service, but for a slightly different demographic, is Sheltering Hands.
Okay.
Who do a lot of help, provide a lot of service and assistance to people in need. But the pet food and supplies was something that, as I was scrolling through the Community Foundation's list of needs for all these different organizations, it kind of struck me. I was like, I would have never thought of that.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I should share it. Another need that I heard about and was very concerned about as a former teacher was we moved to the distance learning is the need for internet connectivity for devices for students who are trying to learn that way. And I was reading the other day that our school district has gotten really creative and I think has a really smart idea of trying to provide Wi-Fi in some of the parking lots of the schools for students who are having trouble with that.
Yes, I seen that. Let me touch on that real quick. The parking lot, quote, parking lot Wi-Fi, as it was an expectation here that the district is making this parking lot Wi-Fi available thanks to the partnership with the city of Ocala. This plan will be bringing free, reliable Wi-Fi to the parking lots of several schools, primarily in rural areas. Specific locations have not been announced yet. I don't know if you got any of the locations yet. They're forthcoming because as of the email being a few days behind, but once in place, students, parents, and families can simply pull into the school parking lot during designated hours, log in, and have internet access to download the books, videos, and the other learning materials that are necessary. And that's smart, like you said, coming up with some clever ways to make it work.
Well, there are a lot of layers of access issues for the students who are doing the distance learning. And first, it's hard to carve out the time. Second, it's hard to carve out the attention. But, those are just things that are common to everybody. But then you add to that all these other layers of, do I have a device? And if I have a device, is it a computer that I can type on and that it's able to download these files? Or is it that I just have a phone with a limited data program? If so, while you might have quote-unquote internet access, you might have checked that on a form, it doesn't mean that it's going to function for these students who are now spending, hours every day logged into the internet. We had spent all this time and all this energy and pushing away from screen time, and now you're seeing, this resurgence. And so we have to figure out how we can meet those needs.
And, you'd mentioned, just since we're on the Marion County Public Schools topic, is the grab-and-go meal service. Just last week concluded its third week. And just to give an idea of how helpful and beneficial this is, as of Friday, it was 5,089 students received almost 10,000 breakfast and lunch meals.
Yeah.
And, since March 24th, the district has delivered and handed out almost 126,000 meals total, including 21 schools that prepare and deliver to over 140 plus locations, which is incredible. And, they always say families can call 211 or text food FL to 877 7877. And that's just one more shout out to them. But Lena, we got to take a break as we're now to the top of the 10 o'clock hour. WOCA Ocala back after this.
Economic stimulus payments passed by Congress as part of the coronavirus outbreak response have started hitting Americans' bank accounts.
People who haven't used e-file for their tax returns can expect to see paper checks starting next month. The checks are based on income, with those making less than $75,000 getting $1,200 per person, $2,400 per couple, and $500 per child. Checks are smaller for those with higher incomes, phasing out at $99,000.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland, a sailor infected on board the USS Theodore Roosevelt aircraft carrier, has died. At least 18 people are reported killed in violent weather in the South. Hundreds of homes are damaged in Louisiana through the Tennessee-Georgia border. Fox meteorologist Janice Dean says,
"We've had over 50 reports of tornadoes over parts of the South and the Gulf Coast. As we move forward, this storm system moves across the Southeast, parts of Florida and Georgia."
America's listening to Fox News.
When you go to the mechanic in here,
pass me the torque wrench. Nope, let me have the flamethrower.
That sounds wrong. You know what else sounds wrong? When you hear about the interest you're earning on your savings with the largest banks. But with a Marcus by Goldman Sachs online savings account, you could earn much more interest. And hear this. Open a Marcus by Goldman Sachs online savings account in minutes at Marcus.com. You can money.
Comparison made to the 3 largest U.S. banks measured by total deposits. Rates as of February 4th, 2020 and may vary by state. Goldman Sachs Bank USA, member FDIC.
So are you the type of guy that wants to look put together, but doesn't want to spend hours shopping? I hear you. This is why there's Stitch Fix, your personal styling service that delivers hand-picked clothes right to you. Stitch Fix is simple and convenient. Sign up in just a few minutes. Try new styles in the comfort of your own home. And there's no subscription required ever. So, isn't it time to refresh your look? Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, personal styling for everybody.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
Here's an important announcement from Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. We've been deemed an essential business and are therefore open regular hours for your convenience. Now would be a perfect time to visit this gorgeous 5-acre garden and select the very best buys for your yard. Right now, they're having a terrific tree sale. Your chance to get nice-sized trees, almost 5 feet tall, a huge selection for as little as $19.99. Choose from dogwood, elderberry, golden rain tree, beautyberry, even live oak, just $19.99. Other specials, large and stately Italian cypress, just $22.99, and blueberry trees are on BOGO. If you wish, you can order by phone, and your purchase will be delivered curbside to your car. Come to the garden. This week, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4:30, still in the same place since 1952.
Is the internet driving business to your business? Hi, I'm Michael Warren with Brick City Interactive. At Brick City, we've been putting the web to work for businesses since 1998. We want to help you too, whether you're a real estate office, law office, medical office, manufacturer, retailer, a church, even a radio station like WOCA. We love to help businesses grow, and we have the knowledge and experience to make it happen. We offer professional, affordable web design, mobile responsive websites, search engine optimization, social media marketing, web video and promotions, online advertising, and more. Whether it's time for a redesign or whether you want to kickstart your existing website, let us help. Mention WOCA and we'll give you a free, no-obligation search engine optimization report for your website. This free report will give you practical steps to increase your search ranking. It's our gift to you from Brick City Interactive. Call us today at 352-351-1131 or visit us online at brickcity.com.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
WOCA.
A leak wind advisory will be in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 6 p.m. this evening. Sunny to partly cloudy and hot today. High 94, breaking the record of 91 set in 1993. Partly cloudy for tonight, low 72. Mostly cloudy and warm again tomorrow. The temperature breaking the record of 92 set in 2018 with a high 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com.